Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition, installment, or whatever you want to call it, here on my side of YouTube as I share with you how to create these email signatures. Email signatures are popular because, sometimes people want to add a little razzle dazzle to the emails that they send out. They want to add personalized touches to the email. Instead of just having their name, their phone number, whatever the case may be, they add other items to then help their email stand out. So today we are going to learn how to create said emails, and then I will show you how you can download these templates if you want them from my website. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So first of all, you're going to open up your Canva, and then you are going to create a document. All right, so this document is going to be sized at 200 by 400. Let me just verify. Let's open up a new tab. It'll be sized at 200 by 400. Sorry, 400 by 200 pixels. 400 by 200 pixels, okay? And so, I love a good AI art image, right? So these images here that I have on this email signature, they were created using AI art. My apples came from my fave chat GPT, and I was able to generate these apples. So you can see how the apples look right here. So I have the apple, for teachers, but had a little razzle dazzle added to that apple to make them stand out. So this is how they look. And again, your canvas is at 400 by 200 pixels. 400 by 200 pixels. Okay, so let's scroll on down and so add a new page. And we are going to create another email signature here. All right, so now we have our blank page, and so I am just going to use Canva, and I'm going to find elements within Canva that can be used to help me create this email signature. So let's scroll over here. Remember, if you are going to sell this template, you have to make sure that you are using free elements for your customer, because they may not have access to the Canva Pro elements if they do not already have a Canva Pro account. Again, if you are selling these, you cannot just sell them with the Canva Pro elements within it already, because that is not allowed. If you're selling an item with a Canva element, it has to be within a Canva template that will guide them back to Canva. You cannot just solely sell whatever you create that has Canva elements within it, and that's it. It has to guide them back to Canva. Now, if you are doing this and guiding them back to Canva, you have to make sure that you are using elements that are free, because you don't want a customer to purchase something from you and then they are not able to use it because they do not have access to Canva Pro. All right, so we have 400 by 200. So let's go in here and search elements, and let's see what type of school elements they offer. Okay, we have these right here. And this is just a teacher edition, solely because school is coming up, and so I wanted to have something for educators that they would be able to use. But you can generate an email signature for just about anything that you want to use, because it is an email signature. So you have real estate people and so forth. You can also generate images for them. But for this video, for its intents and purposes, it is going to be generated elements for back to school. Okay, and remember my disclaimer earlier. With the Canva Pro, I have Canva Pro, and for this video, I will be using Canva Pro Elements, okay? Just for the intents and purposes of this video. So this is cute right here. We can click on this and then kind of drag it down to size. And this can be a part of the signature for the teacher. You can bring that here. Let's go back up here. And remember, y'all, within Canva, we are asking it for exactly for what we want. So it can help generate items for us here. All right, so put that sideways. And I'm just scrolling through to see what other elements they have to offer. Remember, I did mine as pastels, but you can choose whatever you want. So I think I'm gonna add this pencil to it. You know what? I'm going to duplicate this because the pencil will be on something else by itself. So we have this right here. I'll bring this on this side, I think, and then put my little stars maybe over here. And so we can then go and type the name, right? So for this fictitious character, I'm going to say Mrs. Smith. That's the name I've been using. Mrs. Smith. And then I want to give her cursive. So go over here, go into becoming my fave Canva fonts. It's called Better Saturday. And so we have Mrs. Smith right here. Smaller. And I may not use these. Let's take them away right now. So Mrs. Smith, and she is going to be a librarian because I have my books down there, right? So Mrs. Smith, and she is school librarian. Change that font of that to make it be something different. So once you get your sizing down, you can pretty much add, take away, whatever you want to do with these email signatures. You know, make it your own. Let it be something that can stand out. And I know they do offer these for sale on Etsy, but if you don't want to pay and you're really willing to do the work and make one for yourself, then this video will surely help you out. So school librarian, and we're going to say she is at WEB Du Bois School. Spell that all wrong. Y-S-O-I-S. Elementary. W-E-B. Alright, make that smaller. Bring this over some. Bring that over some. And then we can then add in a phone, or we'll do an email address. So I'll say your email at school.com. We can add in an email address. The email address is not going to be all caps. All right. And so this is one version of that email signature. Now, what you can do, you can, of course, add color, the background color for this to make it stand out. We can choose a color, do our color picker, and choose a color that is within the design and kind of, you know, have it stand out that way. You can choose to let it remain white and then change, so we can make it white, and then change her name to be a different color. We can do the pink right there. So, and once you have done this, then you go up to share, and then you go up to download, and then you're going to download this as a PNG. And then you have to go to your settings within your email to then add it to your signature. I am a Gmail girl, so I'll show you how to do that. I'll do one more email signature, and with this one, I am not going to add any color to it to show you that you can have one as a PNG, as a transparent background as well. Flip it this way. And that can be another way that you can create an email signature. All right. So let's make this larger. Right here. Let's put it in the middle. And then I think I want to have my stars. Bring my stars to the front. And then do it that way. So one star here. Maybe another star here. And since we're going with Mrs. Smith, we'll bring her down here and be Miss Smith right here. All right. Make her name a bit smaller. And then change the color of that font to black. So we have Mrs. Smith, so make it smaller. Because I want to add some more information. So Mrs. Smith, and then when it's on the pencil, then we can still add these same things to it. I'll just duplicate it and bring it down here, but of course make it smaller so that it is there. Bring this up a little bit, make it smaller, and bring it up. All right, so this is the signature for the pencil, Mrs. Smith. Okay, so now with this version, I'm going to save it as a PNG, meaning there will be no color behind my pencil. And so you'll see how you can have various variations in which you can have one that has color on the background and one that is transparent. So when you drop it in your email signature, it will appear as a transparent image. Okay, so I will show you how they look. So this is the first email signature, right? So you see how that is there. Now this is going to be the second one. So you see how that is there. So you can decide for yourself how you want to do it, which version of the email signature you want to do. But remember, you have to go into Canva, do 400 by 200 pixels, and then you design for whatever it is you want. I chose to do a back to school theme because we do have back to school coming up, but of course you can change this to be whatever it is you want it to be. And remember, should you choose to sell these items, you have to be sure that you are using elements that are free if you are solely selling them to your customer. If you are allowing them to download your template, you can do that. It has to route them back to Canva, but you have to make sure that the elements you are using are free in case they don't have access to Canva Pro. All right, so this is email signatures. I hope it helped. If you have any questions, be sure to drop them down below in the comment section. Reach out to me. Follow me on all my socials. I am Royal Statements on Facebook. I am Royal Statements SC on Instagram. And I'm Royal Statements on TikTok. And of course, I'm Royal Statements here on YouTube. All right. Thank you all for watching. I hope it helped and you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye-bye.